Good morning, welcome back to another vlog. It is Wednesday the 13th of October and this morning I'm about to get in a track workout. It is going to be 5 intervals of 1 kilometer with a 90-second rest between those, and I'm looking to hold a 4-minute kilometer pace for them. So I'm gonna go get that done now and then I'll update you on more details after that. Okay, that is this morning's track workout complete. So 5 intervals of 1 kilometer with 90 seconds rest, and I managed a 4:01, 4:01, 4:13, a 4:17 and a 4:08. So as you can see, you know, the middle part, the 3rd kilometer and the 4th kilometer, I struggled to hold a 4-minute pace. That's what I was going for, but I didn't expect to be holding 4 minutes for all 5 of these intervals, to be honest. And this is just a good kind of starting point, and the reason I'm doing these workouts now is because over the next 12 weeks the plan is to kind of train to run a sub 20 5k. So that's something I've had in my mind ever since I kind of started running at probably the start of 2019 is when I really got into running, and at that point my 5k PB was 25 minutes something, and then I managed to get it down to what it is at the moment, which is 21 minutes 44 seconds, and I was at about 94 kilos when I ran that about 10 months ago. Yeah, over the next 12 weeks before the end of the year I wanted some sort of goal to aim for, and it's going to be a sub 25k. Ideally, I'm going to try and maintain as much muscle as possible through resistance training alongside of it. But obviously, yeah, I'm trying to knock off 1 minute and 44 seconds from that time. And ideally, I'm probably going to try and sit around 90 kilos. If I have to drop a little bit more, I will. But yeah, I'm really going to try and nail some of these workouts, speed focus workouts, which I haven't really been doing the past however many months because I've been focusing on zone 2 work. But yeah, that is going to be the plan, and most of the videos now for the next 12 weeks are going to be geared towards 5k. Now, originally I had planned to do the half Ironman, which was 2 weeks after my Spartan ultra race, but literally for probably about 7 to 10 days after the ultra, I was just in bits still. My legs felt okay, I just had bruises and aches and pains everywhere from the obstacles. And to be honest, I didn't really do enough training, swimming and cycling wise to really give the half Ironman a go. I wanted to do it in a sub 6 hour time, and I was never going to get that based on the training I'd done. I'd done a lot of training geared towards the Spartan ultra race. That was kind of my main focus. So I would have just been doing it to complete it really, and I didn't really want to do that. So I made the decision to drop out, and then I was going to do a half marathon this week, but then it's Swansea v Cardiff on Sunday, so they kind of clash at the same time. So I've decided just to, you know, forego any kind of long endurance event now for the rest of the year and just focus on 5k and a mile time as well. I'd like to run a 5:30 or sub 5:30 mile. So that's going to be my plan over the next 12 weeks, is just focus on a shorter distance and a lot more track and speed focused workouts. Friday, just finished up the walk on the beach with Henry. Absolutely beautiful afternoon it's turned out to be. I think Henry enjoyed it. He's all tired out, so good run for him. But now I'm currently stuck behind this tractor at home, have some lunch, and then I'm going to go over my top 3 tips for someone doing their first Spartan Ultra race. So kind of just 3 things that I've learned that you can do to prepare for it, but also during the race itself, what can help you out. So yeah, I'm going to go over those when I get back, and if I can get past this tractor at some point. Beautiful day though, absolutely stunning. It's October, nearly the end of October. It's absolutely lovely. Okay, so my 3 bits of advice that I would give someone if they were doing their first Spartan Ultra in the open category would be, number 1, just getting a lot of zone 2 running in your training. If you're doing the age group category or the elite stuff, then you're probably gonna want to incorporate some speed work to get around quicker. But if your goal is just to kind of just get around it, do it at a decent time, a lot of zone 2 work is gonna be very beneficial. The furthest I ran during my training was a marathon distance. I don't think you need to go above that. My legs, to be honest, felt fine after the ultra. It was more just a case of the amount of bruising you get on your body. I had a dead leg, I had really bad bruising on my arm. That side of things is tough on your body, but legs wise I felt okay. Definitely getting a lot of hill walking to work on that elevation. I think the downhill sections, I don't think I could have really done much more than just running down some standard hills, because some of those descents were insane. They were so muddy, they were just, yeah, very steep. It was hard to practice for that kind of stuff, but you can do a little bit of work in, I guess, in the gym in terms of walking on a Stairmaster or something like that. But your zone 2 training is really where it's going to pay off for completing a race like an ultra for 31 miles. Number 2 would be just consuming enough calories and fluids throughout the race. So for the open, for myself, I was out there for 9.5 hours. So I might have been able to get away with getting to the halfway mark and then consuming food, but what I did was every hour I'd just eat one of the snack bars that I had on me. That way then you're just ensuring that you're getting enough calories in, because you are burning a lot of calories throughout this event. You know, it's an endurance event. You're out there for probably, at least for the open, I think it was at least 6 hours. I think the quickest time was maybe 6 hours. So it's a long time to be out there. Fluids wise, you know, ensuring you've got electrolytes in your water and just staying on top of it, because ultimately when it comes to the end of that race, if you haven't, you know, consumed enough calories throughout, you're probably going to start fatiguing quite early, and it might come back to bite you. So every hour, just have a snack bar as you know, maybe approaching an obstacle. When there's about 50 meters potentially to an obstacle, I might just get out a snack bar, walk the 50 meters and eat that before doing it. So yeah, that's one thing I would just advise, is just keep an eye on the watch and consume some calories. And number 3 would be just don't neglect your gym work. It's hard to kind of practice and prepare for certain obstacles. You know, there was 8-foot walls, a rope climb, monkey bars. I don't have that kind of stuff in a standard gym. So there's no real way to practice that stuff, but you can do stuff in the gym that's going to utilize the same muscles that you're going to be using for those moves. You know, I did a lot of pull-ups, a lot of pull-up work. Came in really handy for the 8-foot walls, just jumping onto it, pulling yourself up, so important. Rope climb, again, technique dreadful, but I just used my upper body, climbed up. Again, that's probably paying off from the pull-ups. Monkey bars, I did a lot of in the gym, just hanging from a pull-up bar, just holding my body weight, getting that grip strength, used to it. Farmer's carries, again, grip strength. Grip strength is probably a big one. There's a few obstacles there that, you know, grip strength, especially the monkey bars. There's quite a few monkey bars. So yeah, although you can't, you know, prepare for the obstacles, you can definitely do a lot of work in the gym, because the last thing you want to be doing is an endless amount of burpees. You know, if you miss an obstacle, typically you have to do 30 burpees as a not a forfeit. Well, yeah, I guess it's a forfeit. You have to do 30 burpees because you failed the obstacle. Now, 1 or 2 obstacles is not too bad. If you start getting up to maybe like 200 burpees, 300 burpees, the run inside of things then becomes quite difficult. Doing enough work in the gym just to make sure you're prepared for the obstacles, I think, is a big thing. And it just makes it more enjoyable as well. You know, the last thing you want to be doing is getting to an obstacle, or nearly every obstacle, and just failing it because physically you just can't do the obstacle. It makes it more enjoyable. When you complete an obstacle, it's a great feeling. But I would say, yeah, do a lot of pull-up work. It'll definitely pay off. And just hanging from a pull-up bar, working on that grip strength, that pays off for the monkey bars for sure. Those would be my kind of 3 tips. A lot of zone 2 running and probably hill work, and then consuming enough calories and fluids throughout. and then incorporating a lot of gym work alongside your running during the week to ensure physically you're prepared. But again, the most important thing is just to have fun with it. It was such a great day. The atmosphere out on the course was something, I've only done one race really, and that was a sprint triathlon, but the kind of atmosphere amongst athletes running it was just incredible. Just speaking to people throughout the runs, people saying how you doing, keep going, amazing. So, you know, training for it is so important, but the atmosphere itself and the people there will also help get you around it as well, no doubt. That's kind of my bits of advice for a first time Spartan Ultra race.